Hey y'all, welcome to Faithfully Bound. In this video, I want to do Bible journaling entry, but also a Bible study. I pulled out several different Bibles when I decided to do this Bible journaling entry so that I could also do a bit of a study as I was doing it. So here you can see the different Bibles that I used. And for the Bible journaling entry, I did that in my Thrive Devotional and Journaling Bible, and I did Proverbs 14:1. A wise woman builds her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. I will go ahead and mention that if you're interested in any of these Bibles or any of the materials that I'm using in this video, I will go ahead and link them in the description below. So while I'm doing this Bible journaling entry, first I highlight the verse that I'm focusing on, and then I pull my study Bibles and start reading the study information in those Bibles, just to help me better understand the verse that I am focusing on for this Bible journaling entry, which also turned into a Bible study for me. Again, I am focusing on Proverbs 14:1. A wise woman builds her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. I have been trying to focus a lot on the role of a woman and what womanhood is, and just my role in general and what God expects of me. So I've been focusing a lot on that. This verse, of course, focuses on a woman, and a wise woman builds her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. And this is so true. Everything in the Bible is so true. And when we read things like this, we're just like, it is just amazing how God can simplify something for us just like that. And it resonates within us with such power because we understand it. Just looking at this without doing the study, it just made so much sense to me. Because as women, we have so much influence in our household. We all know this. Within our marriage, within our family, we're the nurturers, we're the caregivers. We take on the brunt of the role of teaching the children and just holding everything together emotionally and just in a nurturing way. It is just how we are. So this really resonates with me. And through the study, it just helped reiterate that more into my mind and into my soul. And I am just truly trying to understand my role so that I can better serve the Lord. And I will read you my notes that I gleaned from my study Bibles. A woman who builds up her house is wise. This also points to the critical role of women. Women nurture and support the home in many important ways. She often holds a family together. She can either choose to build up her home in the ways of the Lord or fall to sin and tear it down. Do not sabotage your own peace. Create a household that is characterized by love and nurture. Realize your role as the woman of the house. Our position holds a lot of weight, and we must treat it with care. Be aware. Those are my notes that I took from my study Bibles. I read them both, I pulled information from both, and I compiled my understanding into 2 short little pages of notes. The paper that I used to write my notes on came out of a sticky pad book, so it did have the sticky area on the back of the page, but I wasn't confident that was going to stay good enough, so I got some glue and just made a little line in the same area where the sticky part is on the papers and attached them so that they'll hold better. And then I went ahead and closed the Bible and set it to the side just so that the weight of the Bible can help hold those pages in place while it dries. And I pulled that sticky notebook back out so that I could just make a little drawing here. This is the dotted paper. And I wanted a little something that I drew. So I drew a house. And then I drew a crumbled house. And I put a heart beside the full house. And I wrote, "How do you want your home?" And beside the house that kind of is supposed to look like rubble, I put the broken heart. Just to give a little bit of a visual image of building your house and tearing it down. I pull my journaling Bible back out and check the pages, make sure that they've dried and they're secured into the Bible the way that I wanted them. Then I'm taking the sticky note that I drew the house on and putting it in there, but then I kind of decide that I don't like it that way, and I wanted to add some of this glittery paper that I had. I have a scrap left over from another entry that I did. So I'm just gonna cut that to fit around the greenish sticky notes where I wrote my actual study notes in, and then I'm going to attach it in the Bible with washi tape and a little bit of glue, and I'm going to put that sticky note on that paper. And then that way it's just another added little page that I can fold in and out. And I just like the way it looks better. I thought it gave a little bit more visual interest to the page, I guess you could say. And so that's what I went with. The last thing I decided to add to this Bible journaling entry was some of the washi stickers that I have. They're semi-transparent, and I really like these. They're some of my favorite things to use. The washi stickers are the best. So I went ahead and added some to the side of the page beside my sticky notes that I wrote my Bible study notes on, just to make it pretty and just because I like them. Proverbs 14:1. A wise woman builds her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. Here is a look at the finished product. I think it turned out good. None of my Bible journaling entries ever look professional or super amazing, and I am fine with that. It's not a competition. I don't feel like that. I don't want y'all to feel like that. Do it however suits you. If you are just into taking notes, then just take notes. If you want to add minimal art, then do that. If you want to get super fancy and you're a fantastic artist, then you go with it. Just keep in mind that this is for you to help you better understand and to focus on a verse or multiple verses. This is between you and your relationship with the Lord. So it's definitely not a competition. There is no need to compare to anybody else's work. Do what feels comfortable to you. If you would like to stop and take a better look at the notes, please feel free. You can just pause and pick it back up whenever you want. And if you have any questions or any comments, please put them down below. I will answer to the best of my ability. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It really does help because it helps me know what y'all like the most and what I should keep bringing. Again, I love you guys and I'm so glad you're here. I hope to see you again next time. Bye, y'all.